You're tracking an enemy submarine during a routine patrol when something appears on sonar. It's not the target, it's too deep and it's moving. You press the headphones tighter as the low hum of the ocean bleeds through static, and something immediately feels off. The background noise is gone. No distant echoes, no movement. Just a single signal moving slowly and steadily beneath you. You fine-tune the frequency, and the signal shifts again. Fast. Too fast. It doesn't move like a vessel. It surges, then stops, then moves again. You try to lock onto it, but you lose it, and suddenly it's behind you with no transition, no turning arc. Just there. Beneath the static, you start hearing something. Not mechanical, not rhythmic. Something alive.
A new contact appears ahead. You expect confirmation, an enemy sub. You move in, tracking carefully. But the closer you get, the more the silence deepens. No propeller noise, no signal response, just a drifting shape. Then you see it clearly. Broken, collapsed inward. You scan deeper. The hull isn't pierced, it's crushed, compressed from all sides, as if something held it and forced it inward. You keep scanning the perimeter, and at the edge of your range, something shifts. Not clear, not stable, just outside view, watching. The submarine suddenly shudders as a violent bang rolls through the hull from below. Metal groans under pressure, and you feel it in your chest as you grip the console. Someone shouts behind you and gets cut off instantly. Then nothing follows. No second hit, no continuation, just silence. And now there's no doubt it's still there. You force the system to stabilize, and movement resumes beneath you. Slower now, deliberate. It circles wide, then tighter, closing in as if measuring distance. Someone behind you starts speaking and stops mid-sentence. It isn't attacking yet, it's observing and learning. The silence breaks as voices rise, orders overlapping, and you turn to see the crew moving without coordination. Then everything stops. The sonar spikes, and a shape fills the edge of perception. Too large, too close, and then it's gone again. Another bang hits, harder this time. The hull bends, lights snap out, alarms erupt, and someone slams into you as the sub tilts violently. Water bursts through lower compartments, the floor shifts beneath your feet, and you grab onto anything you can to stay upright. Bulkheads slam shut as metal doors crash into place. Someone shouts and is cut off instantly. Water rises behind you, fast, too fast, and the space tightens around you. You're still here, still breathing, but that's not gonna last. The movement tightens again, closer, closer, while water rises and systems fail one by one. The sub tilts further and you can't stand anymore. Another bang hits, the walls buckle, and the floor shifts violently. It isn't stopping, it's ending this. You try to move, but everything gives way. The final bang hits, hard and precise, and the hull folds in on itself. Sound drops out, pressure builds too fast to process, and before you can react, everything goes dark. You surface suddenly, gasping as air hits your lungs hard. Debris floats around you, and the ocean stretches endlessly in every direction, with no crew and no submarine left, just fragments. You pull yourself into a damaged lifeboat that's barely holding together, and for now, you're still alive. The ocean remains completely still. No waves, no drift, nothing changing, until a slow, controlled ripple forms beneath you. Something strikes the boat hard. The wood creaks and the entire structure jerks violently before returning to total stillness. Time passes under a burning sun as your body weakens, but the water never changes. It stays flat, controlled, and present. Another bang hits, harder than before, tilting the boat and spilling water inside as you scramble to hold your position. It doesn't finish you. It holds back, waiting. You search the debris for anything usable, rations, scraps, then tear something loose, tie it down, and lower it into the water. You wait, and at first nothing happens, until a slow, controlled pull takes it cleanly, with no struggle, as if the action was deliberate. You search again, weaker now, until your hand catches on something solid, a damaged radio. You hesitate, then remember the mission. The coordinates were never sent. You force the radio on, and static fills your ears. You push the radio harder until a weak signal barely stabilizes, and without warning, the water beneath you surges violently. The boat lifts, throwing you forward so that half your body hangs over the edge. Below you, a massive shape rises, with jaws opening and rows of teeth forming in the distorted light as it closes distance rapidly. Then, a low, distant horn cuts through everything. The creature stops mid-ascent, completely still. The water shifts direction, not toward you, but away, and the entire mass sinks back into the dark with controlled movement. You pull yourself back into the boat, shaking and barely holding together, as the horn sounds again, closer now. You look up and see a warship cutting across the horizon at speed. You grab whatever you can, an oar, your hands, and start moving with no rhythm, no control, just urgency. Behind you, the ocean returns to complete stillness, with no ripple, no wake, no sign of anything that was there. They pull you aboard the ship as voices overlap and hands drag you onto solid metal again. You're safe, but as you look around, none of the faces are familiar. Someone asks what happened, and you try to answer, but nothing comes out. When you look back at the ocean, it remains flat and unchanged, and the only conclusion that stays with you is simple. It could have taken you at any moment, and the fact that it didn't means something else determined the outcome.